Flip, it's a magician, professional magicians. Right now he's here in between shows. We are in Coimbra. Flip is from Italy. But there's a secret side of Flip that not many people know.
No.
Can you tell us about that secret side?
Yeah, besides being a professional magician in a free time, I love to bring my magic where people have lost their magic, we can say this. It's like hospital or workplaces or the Africa or can be Syria, Iraq, Lebanon. I've been in so many places during these years.
So you go to the refugee camps with
Yeah.
the United Nations and you bring hope.
Yeah, I work with United Nations and another Italian NGO, and we do a lot of projects. For example, we build schools and hospitals, support to the families, but also I bring in my backpack, I bring magic stuff. It's my personal way to interact with people, because in these places, a lot of times these kids are very afraid about the things that they don't know, because some of the kids are very young, like 4, 6 years old, and so it means that they are born during the war. So the only reality that they know, it's war. So when they see someone that they don't know, maybe they are a little bit scared and a little bit, insecure to play with and to speak. So I use magic. It's my way to interact with people. And I choose magic because I don't think that people need only food or clothes or medicines, because we are humans. We are so much more complex than just food. We have feelings. We need to smile. We need to feel something. And these kids really need to be kids.
You recently published a book called Magamondo.
Yeah.
So far only in Italian.
Yeah, for now it's only in Italian, but who knows? It's the story of my life, my travels, and the way that changed my life and the way that I see the world.
How do you evaluate the feedback you get? How do you know you are doing the right thing, since communication is not the best, at least on the first hours of contact?
A lot of times I ask this question to myself, because I was in places and I say, oh, these people are basically dying or surviving. How can magic or smile, help these people? But the answer not come from me, come from the people. I have a lot of examples. For example, one of my personal favorite, once we was in a family in Syria, we bring them food and healthcare package and stuff like this. But in the room there was 4 little girls, the daughters of the men. And the men, we were talking, and I noticed the little girls, so I went to the little girls, sit down on the floor, and there was like no emotions, no feelings, nothing, because they have born and raised it in, this little town with nothing around, and nobody come to play with them. So I sit down and start to little by little interact with them until it took me 20 minutes. They was laughing so hard, so hard. And then when I was going away, the father stopped me and speak me in Arabic, so the translator come. Said, the father want to say thank you to you, because food and all this stuff, thank you for bringing this stuff to me, but was 4 years that I don't hear the sound of my daughters laughing. So it was priceless for me, priceless. And I have a lot of stories to wrap it to this, but this one really, it stays in my heart. It's my favorite.
And you don't start well, because you are a man and you do unexplainable things.
Yeah.
How do you overcome these 2 enormous barriers?
I say it's like a soap bubble for me. For an example, I enter in a room or in a tent or whatever, I scan the room and I try to understand what's the feelings of the people here. How can I push or can not push? And it's like a soap bubble. If I go too fast, I broke it. The kids get worried, or maybe they cry. The women too. So step by step, and see what can I do, what can I do. But in the end, it doesn't matter if I am a man from another country. There is a lot of times, and I have pictures that I'm hugging Muslim women's. On Muslim women that are wearing noses, on stuff like this. And if you fit with the right attitude, if you the right heart, you can do really whatever you want. Because they're Muslims, I'm not, but before this, we are all humans. And I really think this.
How do the kids differentiate the good guys from the bad guys that give them special toys.
Ah, yeah, special toys. Special toys is, I found the first time when I was in Iraq last year in Mosul. Special toys are like, for example, a puppet filled with explosive, little bit of explosive, and put it here. And nothing happens. Then the kids go around, they find it, they are curious, oh, it's a toy, they take it, click, 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 and they explode. And they just put a little bit of explosive because it's less expensive. It doesn't kill, it injures a lot, and it's more difficult to handle and to heal.
And so, memorable.
Yeah,
forever they will remember that.
So blind kids, kids with no harms, or kids are very worried about. They know they don't have to touch stuff, but they are kids. As I told you before, it's the way you interact with them. I'm not here I'm here just to play with you and trust in me. So it's not a written law. You have to try. Many approaches with all the kids are different.
Are you afraid sometimes?
Yeah, a lot. Only fools don't be afraid. The first time that you went there and then you, for example, put you on the helmet and the jacket armor and stuff like this, you realize, wow, this is not a movie, this is real. And when you go to these places and you see kids with guns, I have photos of kids playing with guns. Or you are in the refugee camp during the night and they hear you shooting the night and you see rockets and say, wow, this is, yeah. It's very, but then it becomes like not normal but natural, but you get used to. You get used to, you get used to, you get used to, and it becomes like normal. More when you get used to than normal. And sometimes, but you forgot where you are, and the people that lives here remember you, because many times happen that they shoot against us. And two times in fact, they tried to kidnap me. Once because they thought that what Taman was doing was real magic, was not sleight of hand, was real magic.
You cannot produce money or coins. You need to choose your material very wisely.
I never do this kind of stuff, because if I go in a small village with kids or all the people and I start to producing money, it's not right for them. I prefer to use, for example, if rocks, because rocks are everywhere. I use trash, I use objects that they can recognize and they can appeal. Most of the time I use more of that stuff and what I found on the floors, wood sticks, and it's so much better. It's so much better.
It's always challenging when you go, or you went so many times to refugee camps that now you know exactly what you will expect and you know it's a ritual, or it's always different?
It's a mix. Let me explain. We have projects, so sometimes we go always to the same places. So it's very beautiful when you go and people, kids already know you. So they remember you, they are happy, and it's very easy. Because the hard work, you've just done it before. Sometimes it's very, very hard because you go to new families, new camps, new refugee camps, and maybe you are just happy because in the morning you went to a place where everything goes perfectly well, perfectly good, you're super pumped, and they bring you, you enter in a place, and immediately this is a bad place. And then you see the kids, you see the faces, you can instantly recognize that something very bad happened to them. It's not always easy at all. It's like a roller coaster. It's up and down, but you always have to find the way to do it. Because it doesn't matter if I've been here for 3 weeks and I've done hundreds of interactions in a show. These kids, for this particular kids in that moment, it can be the first time, even the last time that they see something like me. So I have to put all my energy on them. I have a rule, don't care about how much time it takes. I will never leave some kids without smiling, or I cannot do it. For me, it's impossible. Sometimes I say to my friends, okay, you go, and I stay with the kids, see you later. And they know, until the kids doesn't laugh or are happy, I will never leave the place.
Are you happier when you go or when you come home?
I'm happy before because I'm preparing, because it's something that I really want to. And I also happy when I come back, in a different way. I'm not happy for what I saw. I'm happy because I'm grateful. Because when you see, as I told you before, it becomes your reality. Don't find in the food that you want. See people with arm guns around. It becomes your reality. And then you go back here, where you can go to the shops, find food, hot water. Nobody tried to kill me. I know where is my home. No bombs in during the night. So I'm happy in a different way. I'm very grateful that I can come back here.
One time you taught a kid how to do magic and earn a living. Can you tell us that story?
Yeah, it's I love that story. I was in Lebanon and for a project to do shows around, and one of the shows was taking place in a prison, in a kids prison, and it was wow, and there was a lot of kids, and one in particular taking my attention. It was from Syria. And he was in the jail basically because he come from Syria and his father died during the war. So you have a mother and some sisters, but he's the man of the family. So it doesn't matter if he's underage, you have to take care of the family. So he tried to get a job, but no job. Tried to collect money on the streets, but no. So one day he was so angry and their family is so angry that he stole food from a market. But they got him, no papers, a Syrian refugee, put it in the jail. So I went to this jail and I do my show, and after all the kids come, checking my magic stuff, my cards, you know. And I asked to the owner of the prison if I can come back the day after to maybe show some more and teach them some more. It's like a way to they trust in me, because I'm not a superhero, I'm just a guy, I can teach you some stuff. So it's like, and they teach me Arabic. So I give you, you give to me, and blah, 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 blah. This guy, Mohammed from Syria, was so good. In the moment she saw magic and started doing magic, you can see a sparkle in his eyes. It reminded me when I was younger and see magic for the first time. So I started getting over and over to this prison every morning and bring them cards and props, build props together. And we stay in contact after. Because when we exit the prison, I have friends that lives in Lebanon, and we send him to the United Nations refugee program to learn English for free. And the teacher one day asked him, why you always want to know how do you say the ends of the, you know, the fingers, or because there is an Italian guy teaching me magic. And we know I have to learn English so I can understand better. Oh, so you do magic. Next week will be my brother, said the teacher, come to my friends and show them some magic. So he went. He was very scared, and even though we have to give him a clean t-shirt because he doesn't have the clothes. So he went, was amazing. And the owner of the restaurant where the party takes saw this guy. So all the people was happy, and basically he say, you can come back next week and we give you money and food. So now it's 2 years that this guy is not need to go on the street and to steal because he's living with magic. He do magic in change of food and money. So it's magical. It's very magical.
If any of our viewers would like to help in any way, what kind of help can we give? Is it spreading the word? Is it sending money? Is it talking about it? How can we help?
I always say that there is 2 ways that people can help, not me, but the world. First, helping people that do this, because I understand that not all the people can do as I do, because some people maybe have family, work. Not all the people can take and go to Iraq. But I really believe that everybody can do something in our way. For example, my sister, I have 3 kids, cannot come with me. And by the kids of my sister, my nephews, collect toys and give to me, and I bring to them. So I really believe that everybody in his own way have to find the way to help the other people. It doesn't need to be in Iraq, it can be the family next door. in all the countries, in all the cities, there are associations that do volunteer in hospitals, in a lot of ways. I really suggest to find the way that appeals to each one of us. For me, it was magic. Was because I don't do this stuff for other people. I do because it's for me. And because when I do this, I'm happy. And other people are happy. The moment that I realize that I'm doing for other people, there's something wrong. I call good egoism. I don't know if it makes sense, but for me it makes a lot of sense.
Well, Flip, thank you so much for making the world a better place.
Thank you, Luís.
Thank you. Very kind. Thank you.